What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back. This is episode 8 in the GM to Top 500 series. This time I'm playing against two intermediates who are orange and blue, as well as one expert who is yellow. This game was also played with blizzards on, just to make it a little bit more interesting and dynamic. And it's really dynamic in that you can go for continents with fewer borders than normal, such as you can go for North America and only have to guard 2 borders, or you can go for both of the Americas with only 2 borders, or what's even better than that is you can go for Australia plus Asia with only 1 border. So that's the best combination on this map for sure. And fortunately for me, I'm able to capture Australia on my first turn. So this means that I could potentially capture Asia once I get enough troops and am able to clear out my opponents from Asia. As for the other players, it looks like yellow could either go for either Europe or North America. The blue player could go for North America or Africa, potentially, and orange looks like his best option is just to go for South America. He already has 12 troops there, and once he gets a set or on the next turn even, he could take out and capture the rest of South America. So for me on this turn, I decided to just combine my troops into one army by fortifying down onto Siam, because it's a good idea to consolidate your troops, especially when you're going for Australia. And it looks like the blue player got a really bad blitz roll because he lost 10 troops, losing that 11 versus 6, which is actually really devastating for blue. If I was in blue's situation right now, then I would still try to go for North America, but I would take it a lot slower, especially since he lost so many troops over there. And as for me, I'm just continuing on my quest for Asia by capturing more territories in Asia. This is good because for every 3 territories that you have, you get an extra troop. So by expanding and taking more territories, you can increase your advantage. And once I have enough troops, I will eventually take out my opponents from Asia, and then eventually I can try to hold all of that and just put a big army on Ukraine, so that I will be holding Asia and Australia all with only 1 border to defend. So it looks like the orange player decided to turn in his set of cards, and he's also moving his troops out from Asia, or at least it looks like he's doing that, which is really good for me because I don't want to necessarily have to waste my troops while going for Asia, so it'd be really nice if they would move their troops out. And it's also at this turn where the blue player quit out of the game. As you can see, the bot took over his turn, and on his player card it said that he went inactive, because I was checking his card just to see if he was still in the game, but it looks like he left. So yellow finally captures Europe, but one thing that I found really weird about this is that yellow is not even guarding his continent. He moved his troops into North America instead of trying to protect Europe, which allowed orange to invade him. And in the process of that, he moved his troops out from Asia. So I'm one step closer to reaching my goal of capturing Asia, but I didn't want to take it right away, since I don't want to alert orange and yellow and make them realize that I'm getting too powerful. So I just want to wait 1 more turn before I'm going to take my continent. Another reason why I chose not to capture Asia right away is because I wanted to see what yellow's plans were and where he was going to place his big army, because potentially he could have moved his big army into Europe on either Northern Europe or even worse on Ukraine, because that would be bad for me, because then I would have to guard two borders if I wanted to go for Asia, and I would also have to constantly worry about Yellow potentially invading me. But fortunately for me, Yellow decided to move his army into North America rather than Europe, so I don't have to worry about Yellow potentially invading me. So currently I am getting more troops than both Orange and Yellow combined. So if you can see, I'm holding Australia, which cancels out Orange's South America, but I'm also holding Asia, which gives me +7, and Orange is going for Africa, but even still, I'm getting more troops than both of them combined. So it's necessary for Yellow to capture North America so that they can start balancing me out and making sure that I don't become too powerful. So Yellow decided to take out Blue for his cards along the way of taking North America. And one thing that's really funny is that Blue came back to the game and sent an emote right on the same turn that he's being taken out. So that was really unfortunate for Blue, having to come back right when he's being taken out from the game. But that was the correct move for Yellow. That was a smart decision, because now Orange and Yellow will be getting enough troops to where I won't be dominating the game. So nevertheless, I'm still getting 14 troops per turn. And another thing that's really good for me is that the Yellow player, on the one hand, he's being smart by taking over North America and balancing me out. But on the other hand, he's keeping his army blocked in North America, which isn't good, because you need to keep your army open so that you can use it in attack when necessary. And one thing that's really bad in this situation, and a mistake, is that Orange invaded Yellow into North America, which was a mistake because Orange and Yellow need to work together and actually work together to team up against me instead of fighting each other. So an attack by Orange on Yellow is essentially helping me win this game. So Orange realized his mistake, and he moved his troops back into South America so that Yellow could recapture North America. And it's at this point where I invaded Orange into Africa, and then I left some troops on North Africa so that Orange wouldn't be able to attack me, and then his army is blocked, so he can't access me anymore. But what I wasn't expecting was Yellow broke my plan by straightly invading me into Africa, which actually is a really smart decision for the balance of the game, because otherwise I was going to win if Yellow hadn't decided to invade me into Africa. So now I'm just going to build up a better defense of Asia, just so that neither Yellow nor Orange will be able to invade me. So Yellow turned in a set of cards and recaptured North America, as well as reconnected his army back into North America. And then he moved his army into a unblocked place, which was smart. And another thing that's not good for me is Orange moved his entire army into Africa, so he's not even guarding South America from Yellow, and Yellow is not even guarding North America from Orange. So as you can see, Orange and Yellow have a really strong alliance between each other, as they're not even guarding their borders against each other, and they're only guarding against me. So I decided to invade Orange because he didn't fully fortify against me. He left one of his borders unguarded. Why should I allow my opponents to get strong, especially when they're not even guarding their borders? Well, I guess the reason is because Orange decided to go suicide on me, and he just blitzed his big army into mine and went full suicide and kamikazed into me. So at this point, I'm pretty sure the game is over for me. Yellow should be able to defeat me pretty easily, but I'm not giving up. I'm not losing hope. I'm going to take out orange for his cards, and then I'm going to make sure that I don't connect up to yellow's big army, because I don't want him to get that attack, since the attacker has the advantage on the bigger dice rolls, which is why I decided to not attack into Iceland and connect up to his big army. Another advantage that I have over yellow is that he is not attacking very fast because he doesn't have his animations off, which means that I will have an advantage in capturing territories faster than him. Another advantage is that he's leaving his army blocked in Australia, which means I can capture North America, South America, Africa, and Europe with only one border because of these blizzards. And that was the turning point in the game, since I also had a set, and then I can blitz yellow's big army and then invade yellow into Australia. So I was able to pull off the victory and the comeback, you could say, even after orange decided to go suicide on me. And I didn't think I had a chance at that point after orange went suicide on me. But what really helped me come back and equalize my chances with yellow was the fact that I prevented him, or at least I tried to prevent him from blitzing my big army. And actually, I was the one to blitz yellow's big army and that attacking advantage. But what really got me going was I was able to hold on to all of those 4 continents by keeping yellow's army blocked in Australia. So that was really key to this victory. My rank is currently now at 1277. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.